That sounds cool. Pretty cool. But I think it's working. I think it's live. I think we are live. This is the first time I'm doing this sort of thing on the channel, and it's probably the last thing a good chunk of you expected. Me standing in front of a camera and looking at it. And maybe you're looking back at me. Who knows? But yes, here we are testing. What do you even call this? IRL setup? If you want to call it that, that's cool. Uh, Otherwise, you can call it whatever you want, quite frankly. Let's see if anybody will actually see the fact that I'm live and maybe get some interaction here because this is quite important. This has to do with the channel itself, some stuff that I'm currently working on, and other stuff that I have in my mind that I think would probably be cooler at the moment because that's where my head is and all this other stuff. So let me wait to see how this actually works because I got a bunch of buttons on the screen and I'm so used to using a keyboard. But right now I'm on my phone for this and it seems to be working because I see a timer, I see the live button. I don't seem to be doing all that janky stuff, signaling that, oh, maybe you're lagging a little bit, but it seems to be working. And there's Tylor. There's that handsome man with no mustache. Why, thank you. Yes, terrific. I'm here, Tyler. Good to see you. What you gonna do, brother, when the Hulkster runs wild on you, dude? It's been a while since I've done that, but there you go. Rest in peace to the immortal Hulk Hogan, brother. I'm personally more of a macho man kind of guy. Yeah, out of the two of the 80s, the macho man is my favorite, but Hulk Hogan. You coward! Rest in peace to you too. Dig it. Yeah. Radar, hi man, hello. So it seems like the comments are going to appear on the screen and then I can touch it. And if not, I leave it alone. And there we go. Okay, cool. So I know there's two of you here. I know the comments are working. Is there anything else that I need to actually know? Oh, I can hide myself if I wanted to. Do I really want to do that though? I'm not sure. Okay, so I can flip it all the way to the front camera if I wanted, but I don't want to do that. I want to stay here. So it's on me. I'm also testing this because I may be doing this a lot more as we go along here, especially with a trip I'm going to have in August, which I'm very much looking forward to. More in a moment about that. And yo, we got Jackie Chan from Timu. I don't even know what that means, but yeah, Jackie Chan's awesome. So yeah, that's cool. And whoa, 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 whoa. The rates all spiked up like crazy. What's up? Yeah, my name is Jackie Chan. Ah. Man, anytime I hear any name that's a very English sounding name, American sounding name, I bust out my Schwarzenegger impression. I immediately laugh and it makes me feel better. You should probably start doing that because it's pretty cool. It's awesome, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonations with what I'm working on here at the moment. We might as well get into it right now. So this right here, Hercules, Legendary Journeys, Robert Risebro's little guide here covering the first three seasons of Herc. This is something that I'm currently working on at the moment, illustrated by the notepad here. We got season one of Hercules Legendary Journeys. I look like martial law. Awesome, because martial law is my favorite character in Tekken besides force law and all that. But anyway, I'm working on this right now. But we've had a couple of things transpire over the past week that have made me stop and reconsider doing this because this is something I've been planning to test out anyway with the upcoming Xena season one redo, where I'm going to be presenting a new video every single week, the exact date that that episode premiered back in 95 as a way to celebrate the 30-year anniversary of Xena. Also, a way for me to especially those earlier episodes, the first 11 or so from that one big long video that's probably still my most viewed video here on the channel. I want to make sure that some of those episodes we get a proper recap because on the earlier ones I was really uh, negating a lot of the details and going, okay, let's go to the next episode, the next episode, until maybe the middle part toward the end. That's when I started to really pay attention and give a proper narration of what happens in those episodes. So that's one of the reasons why I want to do it, also to celebrate the 30 year. And that's the third thing is because I really wanted to test this out. This is something that's been in my mind for a while now, and it's probably going to be a good way for you guys to get more content from me, and it's a lot more consistent. So you're not waiting for the giant long videos anymore. I really do need to get your perspective on this. What do you guys think about me doing the season 1 of Herc individual episodes the same way as I'm going to do the Xena thing? Because the Xena thing for sure is going to be individual episodes, but for Herc, I know most of you are probably going to expect the long video the way I did the first season of Xena, but now I'm starting to think maybe the single episode style format is in order here. That way it doesn't take me as long to get coverage of all these episodes done. And then once it's all finished, I have all those episodes, then we could splice them together into that giant season 1 montage, whatever you want to call it, and go from there. So it's an idea. I really would like your feedback right now on this. So once again, season 1, let me know if you want me to continue writing out the script, because that's where we're at right now currently. I have completed the first 6 episodes written out. I am now currently on the 7th, which is Pride Comes Before a Brawl, which features Aeolus and Lisa Chappell, one of the many actresses from the telefilms that returns in the first season of Hercules, and it's a really good episode. So yeah, let me know. Do you want... Actually, there should be a way I do a poll here. That would probably work to our advantage the most. What's up, Uriel? Radar, it's time to scream, says, I look like Native American, though. Were you riding horse throwing blah, 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 blah. Maybe. I don't know what that means. Is there some way I can do a poll here? I would really like to know. Somebody let me know while I'm on the air, because I'm not exactly sure how this works. Again, this is the first test stream of this sort. So anyway, yes. While I'm waiting for the poll somehow information to crop up, what do you guys think? So season 1 of Herc, do you want it individually, episodes, the same way Xena is going to be done starting here on September 4th? Or do you want me to keep going with this big old montage right away? Yeah, there you go. Okay, Radar says single episodes would be good. Okay, we got 1 in favor of the single episodes. That's cool. And if we get more of the people who agree with you, then that's probably the way I'm going to go, which means I will get started on releasing these episodes a heck of a lot sooner. Especially now, as I have the first episode written out. All I got to do is record it, and then I put the pictures together, maybe some clips here or there. Done. And then we come back next week or whenever I get to it for episode 2, Eye of the Beholder, which is... Oh, that brings me over to another topic of... speaking of people passing away, unfortunately, last week I was notified by one of my good friends from XenaCon that Robert Trebor, the man who plays Salmonius, unfortunately passed away back in March. I had no idea about this, but it is true. He is now gone. Rest in peace, Robert Trebor. I was very much looking forward to meeting this guy at some point during one of these conventions, maybe not, but yeah, it looks like that is no longer going to be a possibility because he is now no longer with us here on this planet. He is with us in spirit always, as is everybody else on the planet. But yeah, the Trebor, unfortunately, is now gone. Rest in peace, Robert Trebor. There he is right here, featured on this Hercules guide, which I do recommend if you want to read more on these Hercules episodes, the first 3 seasons. This is what it covers, and it's super good. This is what I'm using here as a source. So thank you, Mr. Wisebro, for writing all that you wrote down on this. A lot of stuff that's going on while that season, or while the series is on the air, by the way, and that's something else to consider, unlike this one, which is Xena. This is the complete companion by Stoddard Hayes. This is something I've been using so far, and it's amazing. And this, unlike the other one I mentioned, is something that happened after the series ended. So this is in retrospect. Meanwhile, this is... Oh, it's happening right now, and this is active. So it puts you in a different state of mind, and it's awesome. So yeah, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, Trebor. Yes, so what I was planning on doing in tribute to him is maybe a 10 episode recommendation video or something like that, or a guide to the Salmonius character, where I outline every episode that he's in on both Hercules and Xena. As some of you know, he was on more Hercules episodes than he was on Xena, because over on Xena you had Joxer the Mighty, and he was the comic relief for the most part, whereas Salmonius was comic relief over on Herc whenever Aeolus, aka Michael Hurst, was not there. Because for the first 3 seasons, I believe, or at least the first 2, Hurst was not an actual official cast member until the 3rd season, and that's when you started to see starring Kevin Sorbo and featuring Michael Hurst as Aeolus. That's when you started to see it. So anyway, the Ali the Great, who's been here before, hey man, here I am. That's really me. This is what I looks like. The big reveal of the face. Here I am. It's kind of cool, huh? I think so. So anyway, what do you guys think as well about the idea of that Robert Trebor video? It'll probably be another like 10 episode video, similar to my 10 favorite episodes of Xena that I've done so far for the seasons. Except it's going to outline 10 episodes that I would recommend for all of you to watch for the best of Salmonius, if you will, or actually Trebor in general, because we do have modern day episodes in which Robert Trebor took part in on both Herc and Xena, and I think all 3 of them that come to mind right now are worth your time if you find them on Amazon or wherever else you can find these episodes, or maybe if you're like me, you want to hunt down the physical medias and have those big giant DVD sets, which I do have right over there of both of them. Yeah, either way, however you find your episodes and how you get access to them, that'll be something good, I think. Now, Radar says, would love to see some Salmonius videos. He deserves it. Okay, so that's good. So far, it looks like you would like to see the season 1 of Hercules done individually at first. We'll do that first. And then eventually, if you really want it, I can splice it together in one big video the way I was doing it traditionally with these big giant Xena videos. So I think, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that for Hercules. Season 1 will officially be in parts, and those of you coming in and seeing the archive later on, you'll be notified right now that is now the plan for Season 1 of Hercules, and that's going to happen, yeah. Oh, that also brings me to another point, since we're going to be doing them individually now. Before the September 4th, which is the first day of Sins of the Past, that's where we're going to start with Season 1 Xena celebration here on the channel. Do you guys want the trilogy of Xena? So, Warrior Princess, The Gauntlet, and Unchained Heart. Those are the 3 episodes from the first season of this show in which Xena debuts, and eventually we get to the point where I gotta go. I must make up for my past misdeeds. And I must go find Gabrielle and all these other people, and I must have so many adventures for 6 years and do a lot of other cool stuff down in New Zealand, which is supposed to be ancient Greece, but it's really New Zealand and it's beautiful. So yeah, the trilogy. Do you still want that as well in a individual videos, or that particular trilogy of episodes, do you want it all 3 in one video? Because I think that's probably really important in terms of Xena history. We want to explore that here before we get started, maybe with the Sins of the Past. I don't know, but you can let me know right there if you would be so kind to do so. If not, I'll go ahead and decide later on. I don't know. So that's where we're at in terms of the Herc and Xena stuff that is currently active right now. And yeah, so what else is going on with all you? I'm doing great, man. I'm excited because another announcement. I don't know if you saw it on my little community tab, but somewhere earlier before this moment, I typed out that I was headed to my first Xenite retreat, which is a big old retreat, a whole weekend celebrating Xena, but it's more of a summer camp deal where you're doing fun activities with other fans and you're marking out like crazy. To use a term from the professional wrestling world, you're marking out. You're going crazy. You're hulking up, brother. You're having a lot of fun, and I can't wait to experience it. This is my first one. Every single time I look up, it's like I'm seeing a flying metal bird all the time, and it's getting me more excited to get on a plane again, because I'm one of those people that loves flights to the point where I'm expecting turbulence. I'm waiting for the announcement. Okay, folks, we're going to be hitting some turbulence right now. Please fasten your seatbelts, and I'm... Okay, come on. how crazy is it gonna get this time? And then most of the time it's only a little bit, and I'm disappointed. I go, man, that wasn't turbulence. Get out of here. But anyway, so yeah, bear in mind that if you're one of those people that flies and you're really nervous about turbulence and stuff, don't sit next to me during a flight then, because I'm gonna be really looking for it. Come on, turbulence. Let's really make this a great time. I love flying, man, and I'm gonna have a chance to do so to get my butt over there to Xenite Retreat, and it's gonna be amazing. So that's another reason why I'm through the roof, and it's going to be a blast. So this is why also that I'm testing out this particular setup, because maybe, I don't know if the people there are going to be cool with it, but maybe I will do videos like this live from the retreat. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it won't be cool to them. Maybe it will. If it is, you're going to see something. That's all I can say about that. Chef is here. Congratulations on 4,600 subs. And yes, that's the first thing I typed out on my title of this stream. And this is barely now 16 minutes in. Now it's 16:16. I am now thanking all of you. Thank you so much to everybody who continues to subscribe to the channel. We have 4,600 subscribers now. 4,600 subs. You know what that means? We're closing in on 5,000. My favorite number in the world is 5. And when you add zeros to it, it seems to only get better and better and better. 5,000, we're on the road to that number of subscribers, and I couldn't be more thankful to all of you. Thank you all so much, especially those of you who made it here live to this test stream. And it seems like everything is working out here fine. The only thing I have to know about now, maybe I'll look it up after this is over, but I'll have to learn how to actually use polls. Because during streams, I have seen polls posted right there on the chat, but I'm not sure how to do it on this particular setup with my phone. It's a complete mystery, but I'm sure at some point I will bump into it by accident. Create highlight, lighting, close, green screen, retouch, hide live video, mute, flip. None of this seems to be working to that effect, but that's okay. So yes, let's recap Xenite Retreat in August. I will be there. We have Hercules Season 1 coming up. It is now going to be singular videos, with the exception of the Trilogy of Xena, unless you want that in single videos too. I know it sounds strange. Do a single, and then you have the trilogy there, and then blah, blah, blah. But with the Season 1 of this coming up, that is going to be fully single video. Don't worry about that. The Xena Trilogy probably deserves its own video, those 3 episodes. So yeah, let me know. Before I end it here, we're coming up on almost 20 minutes now into the stream. Maybe I'll go half an hour, maybe not, maybe 25 minutes or so. And then I'll conclude it so I can maybe figure out right in front of all of you how to conduct a particular poll here. Pin message, report, remove. I don't want to remove anybody. You're all great. Everybody that's coming onto the stream here has been fantastic, and I appreciate you all. Let's see. None of this seems to be working. How have I been? Oh, radar. And you asked how have I been? I've been fantastic, as you know. I've splurged all this info about what's to come here in August, and I'm looking forward to it. So I've been great. I've been really, really great, and I'm even more excited now because yeah, expect the first episode, Wrong Path, singular video up soon. That should be done quick since we're going to be doing small little videos. So I'm looking forward to that. It should be very nice, and it should make quite a difference in terms of your viewing pleasures here on the YouTubes. And for those who prefer the longer videos, as I mentioned before, I'll eventually splice Season 1 of Hercules together if you really want me to. And if some of you want the 5 movies spliced together, maybe I'll do that eventually too. All right. So Chef says something else. It has been 9 long years since I watched your channel, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. Well, I'm glad you're here too, Chef. You've been a diehard fan of this. I was about to call it a show, but it is kind of a show. It's a channel. It's whatever you want to call it. Yeah, ever since I was doing my Let's Plays, way back, this man has been a true fan, Chef, and he's still here. So thank you very, very much. Perfect radar. He says that's perfect. Awesome. Something that he heard or saw is perfect. Yes. I'm complete. It's like the whole yin-yang thing. It's complete. 2 sides to it. It makes the whole, and it's amazing. It's cool. That's cool reason why Speaking of pro wrestling, earlier by Rob Van Dam, he had the yin yang symbol on a lot of his wrestling attire. That's pretty awesome. Anyway, is there anything else I wanted to discuss here today? So we got season one. We have the Xena stuff that's ongoing right now. In fact, this is going to make it a lot easier for me to start doing the pictures for season one all over again, because I'm going to redo them and it's going to be redone, and we're actually going to have some clips here or there to illustrate some of the episodes. So I'm looking forward to that. Uh, yeah, only the poll, and I don't seem to be able to figure out how to get it with all the buttons on the screen. There's this button, share. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's being shared already by simply being here. Top messages, all messages. Okay, yeah. Nope, that's not it either. Okay, maybe it's something that's exclusive to keyboard live streaming. I don't know, or actual PC live streaming when you have this big old monitor and maybe two monitors or three monitors. Anyway, that seems to be it. Anything else that come into mind here? No. We got Xena Retreat. We got Hercules. We got Xena. We got and probably some because I actually had somebody, believe it or not, somebody asked me about this at XenaCon earlier this year. Dude, when's Tekken 3? You watched my Tekken videos? Yes. When's Tekken 3? Okay, it's going to be coming out sooner than I was expecting. So yeah, if it's not this year for Tekken 3, maybe sometime next year, we'll finally start redo or continue, not redo, continue the Tekken games here on the channel. And I will let you know that if I do end up going down that path, I am going to stop at Tekken 6. Because Tag 2, I'm not really a fan of. 7, not a fan of that either, and I don't even know what came out after that. I couldn't tell you what is going on after that in terms of the series. I have no interest in gaming in general. I haven't caught up or played anything that's come out after the PS3, 360, Wii, Vita, and 3DS era of games. That era right there. Everything afterward, I haven't paid attention to any of it anymore. And so, yeah, there you go in terms of the video gaming. We're going to stick it to the TV shows and the movies mostly here as we go along. But if there's something else gaming related coming out, I can guarantee you that it will be probably either Tekken 3 or some other game. Because now that I mention it, there is a game that I do want to cover in a Tale of format, and I think it'd be really cool. Because that game's celebrating 25 years this year. So that'll be cool. All right. Anything else? Absolutely anything else? I don't think so. I think this has been a good test. I really do. And at some point, other viewers are going to find this on the archives. Maybe, maybe not. And then they can continue to type in their thoughts on the, yes, please do it a single video format, or no, stick with the long thing. We don't care if we have to wait. We like the whole big montage format. But yeah, I'm going to most likely do the single things. That seems to be popular here, at least live. So yes, I think that's going to do it. We should probably end it right at 25 minutes. How about that? So I'm going to look at the screen and I'm going to count down with all of you. So it's 51, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds to one more full minute of the stream before I cut it off. Oh, and before I do that, I have to actually know how to do that. Okay, where's the button to end the damn stream? I don't think I see it. Oh, maybe this X button. Yeah, okay. So Radar says, good to see you, dude. Glad you're doing okay. Yes, more videos is always good. All right, perfect, Radar. Thank you for showing up. Ty Lord, Chef Flacco, and everybody else who stopped by and dropped a comment here today on this first test stream ever of this setup, whatever you want to call it. Thank you so much. 4,600 subscribers. That gives me so much joy inside this heart of mine and gives me more inspiration to keep on going with these videos and gets me even more excited about this. Oh, yes, and one more thing, a recap. While we were recapping, yes, there will be some kind of video of Salmonius, some kind of 10 episodes of Robert Trebor from Hercules and Xena recommended by Aaronetic. The title's probably going to be a lot smaller than that, but that's generally going to be the theme, at least the first one. And then maybe after that, we'll see any other type of themes that I want to do in tribute to Robert Trebor, because he very much deserves it. Even though he was never a full official cast member on either show, he's still a very integral part in the history of both of these shows, and that makes me so happy and thrilled to contemplate this whole idea of doing this for him. So rest in peace, Robert Trebor. Rest in peace to the immortal Hulk Hogan brother and anybody else that has passed away here this year. Until then, I have been the Aaronetic. I am still the Aaronetic, and I will always be Aaronetic. Aaron for short. Thank you all for joining me here today. Those of you on the archives, please, if you would, down below, let me know. For sure, yes, the single video idea for all this, all these shows down the line. If you would continue to let me know, yay or nay, that'd be great. Otherwise, that's gonna do it for us here today. Until next time, take care of yourselves and have fun with whatever you're doing. Always. All right? Cool. See ya. Yes, it is the X button. Okay, cool. I figured out how to do it. Okay, so right at 26:26, I'm going to hit OK. 2, 3, 4, 5. Goodbye.